evening from South Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. Dallas begins the game with the basketball. The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And a two. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Smith into the front court. Lead is 2. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the paint.
Nice pass to get things going.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Butler, that one off the mark. It's no good. Into the front court comes Smith. Leads 4. Pass to the rim. Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from long range. It's Doncic with the board. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. It's denied by Embiid.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Embiid to Butler. Fires the 3. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. To Luka Doncic. Screen coming. To Harrison Barnes. Doncic. Down low to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to Embiid. Can't connect from in close.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Embiid to Redick. Trying to cash in and strokes it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Beverly into the front court. The score 12-8. Fires the 3. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open.
How he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Mavs have it. To Rodney Hood. 4-3. Hood when he's open and when he's not. So dangerous.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Simmons with it. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
He's looking for that touch. That ends the first quarter. It's the Mavericks with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Markelle Fultz to Redick. From long range, defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Brunson with the interception. Rocking the rim. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Beverly to Rodney Hood. To Beverly. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Beverly. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
2 points. The assist from
Beverly into the front court. Up 5. To Barnes. Hood to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. Smith now into the front court. 5-point game. Has a chance. The shot missed by Smith.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Won't go. Fultz into the front court. Down 5. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Hood to Brunson. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I'd say his game is translating to the league just fine.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Fultz to Butler. He on the arc for three. You on top. Jimmy Butler, contested three. He buries it. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Jimmy Butler, he's 3 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dallas has it. Beverly to Brunson. Takes stock of the floor. Probing the defense. Smith now. Fultz there for the rebound. To Embiid. Butler. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. And counted at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Smith now into the front court. Final minute, first half. Dennis Smith Jr. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
My only concern with DS Jr. is that he needs to find an identity beyond being a highlight dunk waiting to happen. We've seen this before with guys like Vince Carter, who have had that much talent and also happen to possess a 48-inch vertical. You heard me correctly, a 48-inch vertical. Now, that can be tough to break through being a one-trick pony, especially when people try to keep you in that box forever.
Brunson over to the right side. To Brunson. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Butler. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers are basically starting 0-0 to start the second half. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Mavericks will start the third quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Butler was offense lightened up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Sixers have the basketball to Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance.
Jimmy Butler to the line, shooting 3.
And hits the first free throw. It's a second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Beverly into the front court. His guys down 3. To Dennis Smith Jr. Beverly for 3. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Butler. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Smith with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Doncic to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Ed, I have to be real here, and it pains me to say this, but DJ has not been the same without CP3. Now look, he's still going to gobble up boards on both ends of the floor and give you high percentage buckets around the rim. So this is what you need to do as a defense. If he catches the ball too deep, hack a Jordan's. Send him to the free throw line. Force him to make it from there. If not, force him to catch the ball on the perimeter, outside his pocket of confidence. And if you're able to box him out and not give him second chance points, you'll probably make him an ineffective play.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. Smith into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Blocked by Embiid.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Jimmy Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler now 4 for 9.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Dennis Smith Jr. matched up with Jimmy Butler. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control. Butler lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Subbing in for
the front court comes Smith. Leads just a point. Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good.
When cold shooting like this starts in the second half, maybe utilize a head fake. Get that defender in the air, jump into him, create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Butler. Jimmy Butler is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Second of 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. To Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith to Harrison Barnes. Trying to cash in. Shot by Smith off the mark. To Simmons. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Butler to bring it up. Leads 3 to Simmons. Redick. Message received. Well defended.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and get into the rack.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Redick. Fires the 3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 15, Greg Monroe.
Butler. It's Ariza with the rebound. Smith now into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Beverly, down low to Monroe, and finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Reddick fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
The assist from number 20, Rodney Hood.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
The assist from number 30, Patrick Beverly.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Simmons to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Beverly into the front court. Leads 1. No good. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Butler. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Finish that. To Reddick. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Luka Doncic. Gets it in the left corner. Beverly. Missed it. Jordan. Beverly. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Butler. Has a chance. The shot by Butler. No. For 3. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Simmons. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down. Sixers call for time. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. And he finishes at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Smith with the basketball. Leads 5. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Barnes driving, but his shot won't fall. From long range, great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here's a chance from long range. Not easy.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Mavericks with the basketball. Doncic to Barnes. Wide open look, won't go. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Smith to Luka Doncic. Down low for Barnes. It's blocked by Chandler. That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Philadelphia, number 25, Ben Simmons. Into the game for the Mavericks, number 30, Patrick Beverly.
No good. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Waller into the front court. His group now down 2. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense to Jordan. Hood. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Another chance. Patrick Beverly. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Mavericks with the possession. Knocked loose. Jordan. Beverly. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Butler can't connect. It's no good. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Beyond the arc for 3. Offensive board. Another shot won't go either. Lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. 76ers finished on the losing end of a close score.
And as you can see, it doesn't matter how many threes you hit if you don't follow it up on the defensive end of the floor.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Smith is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.